Welcome to Nonprofit Megaphone Training. Today we are going to be going over methods for choosing a WordPress theme or design for your website. This is particularly helpful if you're redoing your nonprofit's website or if you're creating a new website from the ground up for your nonprofit organization, and especially if you're using the WordPress content management system. WordPress is a system that runs about 20% of all websites on the internet. So 1 in 5 of every single website on the internet is using WordPress as its backend. And the nice thing about WordPress is there are a number of themes that you can use to determine what your website will look like and what type of functionality it can have. We've built, for a wide variety of projects, we've built dozens of websites. And typically what we'll do is we'll get a theme from this website called themeforest.com. This is sort of the leading source of WordPress themes. And I'm just going to go through the process that we would have in our minds as we're going through and trying to select a theme. So here I am at themeforest.net. I'm going to go to WordPress, and then I'll go to popular items just as a quick first search. The things that I'm looking for when I'm selecting a WordPress theme for my website or a nonprofit's website is twofold. One, I want the theme to look as similar to my vision for the end website as possible so that we won't have to do too much customization to make the website into its final product. The second thing I'm looking for is themes that have a lot of sales. So for example, Avada, this is a theme that is actually the most popular theme on ThemeForest. If you scroll down, you'll see that this theme has been sold over 380,000 times. This means that hundreds of people are buying it each day, and it means that the theme authors are updating it frequently. You can see here that the last update is the 19th of December. At time of filming, this is the 26th of December. So we're seeing updates even as often as once a week, which is great because the internet changes, WordPress changes, and the theme needs to keep getting updated if it's going to continue working smoothly and not have any issues. You'll see in themes, for example, let's say I went into a category, into creative, and I just sorted by price low to high. Let's pick a theme here. How about Millennium? In this case, this theme has not been updated since January of 2014. It was created in December of 2012, last updated in January 2014. I would never buy this theme because it is almost definitely out of date and probably doesn't work smoothly anymore. Even if it does work smoothly, the theme authors clearly aren't updating it, and so it's not a good future investment because there will be more changes to WordPress, more changes to the internet, and the theme will need to change, but there will be no one there making those changes for us. So anytime I saw a theme that had that type of profile in terms of last update, only had 233 sales, I would never personally buy that theme, even if it perfectly matched the second category, which we'll go into, which is, does the theme look like what you want your end website to look like? Okay, so let's go back to popular themes. This is always a great place to start. And I'll just choose a theme at random. So for example, let's see, we'll look at the gem. So I'll open this up, and then the first thing I always do is go straight to this live preview button. This shows you a working preview of what the website will look like. And it has typically a variety of demos, as you can see here. So we'll look at these demos and see, are there any of the demos that look fairly similar to what we ultimately want our website to look like. Click check demos, which just scrolls down. Okay. Let's see. There are a number of demos here. This is a little bit more business oriented than nonprofit oriented, so this might not be a great theme. But just as an example, let's look at this demo. Demo is taking a little while to load, which is actually another warning sign. If the theme seems to be slow, it might not be great. Might not be a great fit. Here there's a lot going on. You have a lot, you can see there's a lot moving here, which might be why it was taking a while to load, but still that worries me a little bit, just as I'm looking. So let's see, we can see different content appearing as we scroll. That's kind of nice. This particular demo is designed for an app website, which we probably are not, but just gives you a sense of what types of designs you can have within the theme. Interesting functionality there. Typically there will be a number of different pages. This is actually a one-page template, so everything is within one page. But typically you'll be able to see a number of different pages. So let's choose another theme. How about this one? That will show us some of the options for different pages that come built into the theme. Now all of these pages are customizable. Everything you see, the sliders, the sections, the menus, all of that can be changed. But if there are pages that look really similar to what you want one or two of your pages to look like, you can take those as a template and just do a little bit of modification to them, and it'll save you some time. Okay, so this is interesting. Let's see, let's look at the menu here. This one has a side menu. Here are a number of pages, so let's look at About Us version 1. This is an example About page that you can customize. Again, it's taking a little while to load, which is a worrying factor to me. So I might eliminate this theme just on that basis alone. Even though, I mean, these are fairly media-rich sliders that's causing that, which we wouldn't necessarily have to have. Okay. So we've got some content. All of this, of course, is customizable. Some graphing. Looks like some social media interactions there. Testimonial slider, that's a very typical element. Be having some kind of slider for testimonials. Okay, and so forth. Again, this theme does seem to be a little bit slow. So that gives me a good sense of what are the options available with this theme that's called the Gem. So that's interesting. I'll save that one. Avada. I could do a live preview there. Let's look at this second theme here. Again, we'll check the number of purchases. Okay, 11,000 purchases. That's fine. That's a decent number of purchases. It's been updated 1st of December, which is great. That's it within the past month. It was created 2 years ago, so they are continuing to update it frequently, which is good. Let's check out the live preview. I have a sense that this theme might be a little bit better suited to a nonprofit context, even just looking at it. Some nice features here. This is called a mega menu, where you hover over and a large menu block appears where you can have different content in columns like this. This would be a more standard drop-down menu, but also with 3 columns, which makes it a mega menu. This is a very standard drop-down menu there. Let's see, looks like there is some classes functionality here. If you wanted to be listing different classes or different events that people could be charged for. And then registration functionality, which is nice. Events calendar. and then this would be blog content. So if I click on one of these posts, we'll see the format for an individual blog post in this theme, which looks fairly standard, but nicely laid out. Previous post, next post, related posts, and so forth. So this is nice. So I'd keep exploring. I'd sort of be building a rolling short list as I go. Maybe I decide to eliminate the gem. I prefer this theme anyway. Keep going, find another 2 or 3 themes that also could work for the nonprofit context that I'm looking for. Show those themes to a couple other people within the organization or other trusted advisors on the marketing side, get a sense of what they like. And again, just making sure that each of the themes have been bought a number of times and have a good recent update history so that you know that the theme author is still really engaged and continuing to improve their work on the theme. Once that's done, you can just purchase the theme that you end up choosing, so add to cart or buy now. And then you will have all the files. You'll have the license file, and you'll have all of the installable files, which you can install to WordPress. Typically, a theme will allow you to import its demo. So here, for example, we have a demo. There are a number of other demos available. And you can import all of this content as a demo so that you don't have to start from ground zero just building everything out in WordPress yourself. You can actually start with what you see here and then customize it from that point, which saves a lot of time and makes the process a lot easier, and also helps you get a sense of how the theme works and what some of the functionality is on the back end as well. So to summarize, when choosing a theme for your nonprofit website or a nonprofit website redesign project, we recommend ThemeForest, themeforest.net. It's a leading source of themes. All of these themes have been created by different people. This is just a marketplace for them all. But this is by far one of the largest and definitely most reputable marketplaces out there. And then going to WordPress. Typically, it's great to start by just looking at the popular items, going through there, seeing if you can find a theme, making sure that they have many purchases and a frequent update history, and also that the theme itself, some of the demo content, looks similar to what you are trying to create with your website. Purchase the theme, install it in WordPress, and you're off to the races. Feel free to reach out to us if you have any other questions in this process, and happy searching.